Let's bring in Aleem Kanji, political strategist and principal at Aleem Kanji and Associates. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
You got it, Akshay.
So, what does an Olivia Chow win really mean for Toronto?
Well, it's a great question. It's a new day. We've got a new mayor-elect in Toronto. And listen, we heard some good things in the interview that Mayor-elect Chow just had. She's saying a lot of the right things to start off this term. She talked about finding common ground, building strong relationships, working together to solve problems, and learning about those problems. I think those are the right things to say. Certainly on the first day, you heard many reporters asking her some specifics, questions like who will be the deputy mayor or deputy mayors. In John Tory's administration, he had multiple deputy mayors, and until recently, he just had one. There are big issues in this city to solve, and big portfolios that will guide those led by councillors. Things like the Board of Health, the Toronto Transit Commissioner, the chair of the Housing Committee. These will all be individuals that get appointments from Olivia Chow, and they are all councillors. But if we look at the reality of what happened yesterday, she won. We saw a total of 11 councillors support other candidates in yesterday's election. My advice to Olivia Chow, if I was being asked right now, would be to wrap her arms very, very, very tightly around each of those councillors. Toronto City Council is 25 in size. She's going to want to do that and bring them under the fold. And as she said, build those relationships, build that common ground. And extended into that is not just the city councillors, but folks from some natural allies that are close to her, like the labor unions, others that might not be unnatural allies, like the business community. Civil society, the police. We have an ongoing issue around crime in this city, and how she deals with the Toronto Police Service will be something to keep a very close time on. I think there are some commonalities there. She wants to reduce 911 times, and obviously the police want to do that as well. So that's a flavor of what she has to deal with moving into this job right away.
Okay, my next question to you would be, of course, that's the kind of work you think she needs to do with the city councillors, but there is a PCC government, Premier Doug Ford, and a Liberal government where the federal government is concerned, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. How do you see that working relationship? Let's not forget, just a few days ago, Premier Ford was saying this would actually be a disaster if she came to power.
Well, that's right. And it's fascinating time because we have an NDP mayor. We have a conservative government at Queen's Park provincially here in Ontario. And of course, we have a federal government guided by the Liberals. So I guess that means Toronto likes a little bit of everything. We are a diverse city, one of the most diverse cities in the world, and we are diverse for our political views as well. Premier Ford has some key priorities, and we heard that in the last question that was asked to her around Ontario Place. We also heard Mayor-elect Chow talk about how she wants to partner with the federal government and the province. There will be some horse trading around these issues. What does she want to push for, and what does she want to pull back on? Things like Ontario Place, the Gardner rebuild, immigration issues federally, funding of social services. These are all horse trading deals that will have to be made with the federal and provincial governments under Mayor-elect Olivia Chow.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that for now. Aleem Kanji, political strategist and principal at Aleem Kanji and Associates. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.